up Eddie Q. Eddie?
Yeah, very okay, finally.
Thanks, Tim. The new Apple TV starts with a powerful set-top box and a revolutionary remote. It's got an incredible new user interface. It's built on a... With an iPhone, you interact directly on the screen. And we wanted to bring the same connected experience to your television, even though it's across the room. And to do that, it starts with voice and with touch. The new remote... Sorry.
Hey, what's up?
The new remote has a glass touch surface across the top that makes it both fluid and precise to move around. We have a great touch experience, and you can easily glide across a set of movies, and when you see one you like, you just stop and it's right there. Now sometimes it's better to interact with your television using your voice. And the Siri remote does exactly that. You hold down the Siri button and you ask for something. Show me funny TV shows. Siri gives you a list of comedies. Sorted by popularity, and it comes out layered right on top so you don't lose your place. And when you see a show you like, you tap and you get all of the details. Seasons, episodes, and all of the screens have been redesigned. They look beautiful and they focus on the content. Now today, when you're looking for a particular TV show or movie, you have to search and open each and every app to see which one has it. Well, with Siri, it'll search across multiple content apps and give you all your viewing options on a single screen.
That's cool though. Everybody in the chat room send in how much you think
really
this TV
cool.
is going to cost.
Siri
I'm
will
guessing
search
like
iTunes,
$150.
Netflix, Hulu, HBO, and Showtime. And we'll be adding even more over time. Now to give you a closer look at the new Apple TV, I'd like to invite up Jen Foles from the Apple TV team to give you a demo.
I'm really excited to be the very first one to show you the new Apple TV, starting off with our gorgeous new screensavers. It looks like a photo, right? But do you see the cars moving? Let's look at another one. This is all high-def video that we've shot exclusively for Apple TV. Each slow-motion shot reveals the scene in a way that is truly captivating.
Everybody's guess, the medium guess
We've
is like
included some
$200.
stunning locations from around the world.
You guys are right, I was wrong last time.
And Apple TV will automatically play just the day or night shots, depending on your time of day.
If you just tuned in, Apple TV, they're showing screensavers.
Okay, now let's dive in by pressing the home button.
They're cool, I guess.
So here I am on the home screen. I have access to movies and TV shows on iTunes. One of the great new things on Apple TV is the App Store.
Yay.
Of course, I have access to my photos, and we've added Apple Music.
It's a little weird.
Now,
photo
Eddie
stream on
talked
your TV.
about the fantastic new ways to interact. I can just swipe across my apps.
Come back to bite
I can
somebody.
swipe up to top movies and notice the 3D effect on the artwork as I move around. It's easy to swipe one by one, or a quick swipe to go all the way across. It's fast and fluid. The movie poster follows the movement of my thumb on the remote. Really makes it come to life. Now, the other great way to interact with Apple TV is with my voice. And with Siri, it's easy to find exactly what I want to watch, like when my favorite actor makes a guest appearance in a TV show. Show that Modern Family episode with Edward Norton. Siri takes me right to the Modern Family page with the episode I was looking for already selected. I just Okay, back up screen.
It's a little freaky.
Siri's also really great in helping me find something to watch, even when I'm not sure what it is. Show me some action movies. Okay, this looks good. I really like Skyfall. How about a Bond film? The James Bond ones. I'm in the mood for a classic.
She's very picky, guys.
Just the ones with Sean Connery.
She doesn't know what she wants.
With Siri? Cool. With Siri, easily filter my sector, date, even age rating. Speaking of which, my niece is coming to visit and I don't even know where to start, so let's see what Siri suggests. What are some new movies that are good to watch with kids? All right, great. Paddington looks good. When I click on the movie, I'm taken to this beautiful full screen view. It has all of the important details right up front, including where the movie's available from. Let's play it. This looks great. Now touch also lets us eliminate many buttons and menus. I can just rest my thumb on the remote to see where I am in the movie and swipe down to get quick access to info and other settings. Just swipe up when I'm done.
All right.
I can ask Siri information about the movie too. Who stars in this?
A bear.
Siri will answer on the bottom of the screen to avoid disrupting what I'm watching. It's great for getting in-the-moment info like sports scores. How did the San Francisco Giants do yesterday?
That's gonna tear families apart. Getting sports scores while watching a movie.
I can also ask about the weather.
Why?
What's the weather like in Juneau, Alaska?
Why does that matter when you're watching a
Okay,
movie?
looks pretty good, but if I want more details, I can just swipe up.
Oh, man.
Siri will automatically pause the movie in the background and give me more information about the weather. And we've taken the beautiful animations from iOS and
People are
adapted
gonna fight
them for
over
the TV,
remotes,
so
like
they're going
literally
to look
fight over
stunning.
remotes now.
It's super
That's
easy
pretty cool, though.
to
I
switch
guess if you're
between
by yourself.
apps on Apple TV.
But if you're trying
Open
to enjoy
music.
it with other people, it's
I'm taken right to Apple Music, and let's browse for you. This playlist looks really good. So you probably wouldn't have guessed it, but I'm actually quite a metalhead, and this is one of my favorite bands. All right, just a click of the home button, and I'm back on the home screen. That was just a quick glimpse at the new Apple TV. Thanks.
Thanks, Jen. That was incredible. The new Apple TV is so much fun to use. Now, you also have access to all of the great content on the existing Apple TV, but we've redesigned all of our apps. iTunes Movies, iTunes TV, and we've even brought Apple Music to the big screen with over 30 million songs. Playlists and albums recommended just for you. Listen to the latest releases. Play curated radio stations, including the critically acclaimed Beats One. A fitness app that works with your Apple Watch. MadeFire, a whole new way to enjoy your comic books. And you can even sit your whole family around the TV and plan your next vacation with Airbnb. And when you're looking for a new home, Zillow. Now, I'd like to give you some live demos of a few new apps. And first up, I'd like to invite up Andy Sum from Hipster Whale.
Thanks, Eddie. Crossy Road is an endless arcade hopper that's been downloaded over 40 million times on iOS. 3 months ago, we received an Apple Design Award. And as a small indie studio from Melbourne, we're thrilled to be able to bring our game to the living room. We're super excited to be here today to show all of you for the first time just how much fun it is to play Crossy Road on the new Apple TV. The new remote allows natural controls as Tom swipes to hop left and right and clicks to jump forward. This gives you the precision to dodge cars, leap across logs, and even hop past fast-moving trains. Go, Tom, go. Or not. We've still included all the hilarious characters you know and love, like Chicken, Mallard, Emo Goose, and Giddy Goat. But every day, we hear stories of players laughing together with Crossy Road. So today, exclusively on the new Apple TV, we're announcing multiplayer. Now, you can truly play Crossy Road with family and friends. I'll join Tom now, playing as my favorite character, the Mallard. Thanks. We've created a simple and easy way for anyone with an eye right into the action in this new multiplayer mode. Oops.
They're not that good at this.
Cooperative Crossy Road players to help out you to the game.
All right, so you guys think $200 for the
Thanks,
TV?
Tom.
How much for the remote, you think?
As long as one of you is
For an
still
extra
hopping
remote.
along, the team will continue to rack up points.
I'd guess I guess $100, right? $50, 75.
Now, cooperative play is a lot of fun, but we've all got a competitive side. And this is where Crossy Road on the new Apple TV really shines. Come on, mate. It's just so much fun to push and block your friends. So whether you're playing the classic single player, cooperatively, or competitively, we really think you're going to love Crossy Road in your living room. And it will be available when the new Apple TV is out. Thank you.
Thanks. It's great to see a classic iOS game now on your Apple TV. Now I'd like to turn to a whole brand new game, and I'd like to invite up John Carter from Harmonix.
Thanks, Eddie. Good morning. With Harmonix brought music around the world. Now, Apple TV has allowed us to mix music with another passion the whole family can share. With me is Mike Fitzgerald, and on behalf of the team, we are thrilled to introduce Beat Sports, a collection of games for the whole family designed specifically and exclusively for Apple TV. All right, this guy here is Throwbot. Watch how Mike hits his rhythmic pitches by actually swinging the remote. The better his timing, the higher his score. Harmonix games let everyone interact with music, regardless of your musical background, and the new remote makes that interaction more intuitive than it's ever been. Beat Sports combines the joy of hitting balls with the joy of hitting notes. It's simple to get the hang of, with a beautifully animated cast of creatures that will keep you smiling, even as we ramp up the difficulty. Now, Mike swings to hit, but also taps on the touch surface to move our hero, Lil Slugger, left and right. Beat Sports will make you fall in love with the new remote. You'll swing, swipe, tap, and click to help Lil dominate her alien adversaries. All right, Now this here is Big Bouse. His rhythms tend to get really tricky, so let's see if Mike can take the heat. All right, so far so good. Keep up that streak, Mike. All right, this looks serious. Haha! Take that, Big Bouse. And the crowd goes wild. So that looked like a pretty solid showing to me, but let's see how Mike's performance actually rates. A gold medal. Have you played this before? As we all know, music games are the most fun when you play with friends. So we've made sure to include support for up to 4 players. As long as you have an iPhone or an iPod Touch, you'll be able to drop right in and join the fun. We can't wait to share Beat Sports with you on day 1, only on Apple TV. Thank you.
Thanks. Now that looks like a lot of fun.
The iPhone's
But
up.
what about shopping on your couch? For that, I'd like to invite up Michelle Peluso from Gilt.
Gilt is the go-to destination for stylish shoppers around the world. Every day, we give our more than 9 million members insider access to top fashion deals at up to 70% off. And Apple customers love Gilt. 80% of our mobile sales come from iOS devices, which is a huge testament to Apple and the amazing platform they've created. Now, fashion is visual and it's social, which is why we're so excited to bring Gilt to your living room on the new Apple TV.
All right.
Let's take a look. My family and I have a wedding to go to, and all of us need to be outfitted. And now, with the new Apple TV, we can do that together from the comfort of our own home. Let's start with my husband, Mark, because even he likes to shop if it means we don't have to spend the weekend at the mall. This new season, new style sale looks promising as we select to see more detail. A seamless swipe across these. For the first time and exclusive to the new Apple TV experience, you can have your own virtual fashion show right from home. Now, Mark and I love this John Barbados sport coat, so as we selected to see more detail, not only is it a great price off retail, but look at these images. We can take full advantage of Gilt's high-resolution photography and show the silhouette of the jacket, how you might want to style it, and most of all, the detail, including this cool leather trim around the cuff with the zigzag stitching. Mark and I quickly decide to buy, and with a simple buy now, the jacket is his. Now, while I'm off daydreaming about how fabulous Mark is going to look, our daughter, Auden Grace, rightly prompts to see what she can wear to the wedding. Let's check brother Cole think this pink Kate Spade dress would be perfect for her. And now with the new Apple TV remote, we can click play and preview the details without having to go to the product page. Auden loves the cool rhinestones, and I love the fact that it's clean lines and an adorable Peter Pan collar. And once again, with a simple buy now, Mark and Auden are all set for the wedding. Apple's innovation has always been great for Gilt, helping us make shopping cooler, faster, and more exciting, and we believe the new Apple TV will make fashion from home even more compelling. We can't wait for you to experience Gilt from your living room on the new Apple TV. Thank you, and happy shopping.
Thanks. Clearly, that's going to be a big hit in my house. Next, I'd like to show you something that's really going to change television. And for that, I'd like to bring up Chad Evans from Major League Baseball.
Thank you. We're incredibly excited to be here today to share our vision for how Apple TV can enhance the way fans experience live sports. This is my favorite part of the baseball season. It's the pennant races, and teams are battling it out to see who will make the postseason. And we think Apple TV is a fantastic way to follow all the action. So imagine it's the last day of the regular season. When you first open that bat, we'll show you the full MLB TV schedule with all the live games right up front. But if you only want to watch the best plays, you can simply swipe right for highlights. So it looks like the Mets have a really big matchup against the Nationals. So let's watch that game now. As you can see, the picture's absolutely stunning. You're getting full HD video. And because of the power of Apple TV, we can now, for the first time, stream at an amazing 60 frames a second. But if you're a baseball fan, you really want stats. So with one click of your Apple TV remote, we can pull up a ton of live data synced to the TV broadcast. We can show you player stats and pitch tracking, the box score, highlights, and scores of all the other games. And with one click, you can go right back to full screen. So let's say you're watching the Mets, but over in the AL East, the Blue Jays are also trying to clinch the division title. Well, MLB TV can send you a look-in notification so you never miss a moment. And the best part is, when you open the notification, we can take you straight to split screen. So you can watch both games at the same time. All you have to do is swipe back and forth to change your focus. And of course, it's really easy to zoom in to watch the big play.
This is a ball hit a long way to left. And Jesus goes back and looks up. This is on
So that's MLB.com at-bat for Apple TV. And by the way, if you're a hockey fan, we'll be launching NHL Game Center Live for Apple TV in 2016. Thank you.
Thanks. That really shows you the power of Apple TV. You take a linear video, just a baseball game, and now you make it interactive. You get access to stats. You get notifications. You can switch games. You can watch multiple games at the same time. It's really, really great. And you'll be able to get all of these apps and more right on the App Store, right on your Apple TV. And the App Store is just as easy to use as it is on the iPhone. You've got top charts, views by categories, and beautiful product pages that show you screenshots and one tap to download. Now for developers, they can create universal apps. So a single purchase gives you the app on your iPhone, your iPad, and your Apple TV. And for games, you start playing a game on your iPhone, you get home and you start right where you left off, right on your television. It's really cool. Now that's apps. Let's take a look at the powerful hardware that makes this happen. This is the fastest Apple TV we've ever done. It's got a 64-bit A chip. It's got all the latest wireless technologies, and it's just 10 millimeters taller. On the back, you've got power, HDMI, and Ethernet. And of course, it comes with the new Siri remote. Now it communicates via Bluetooth, so there's no need to point the remote at the Apple TV box. It'll even control, I like that too. It'll even control your TV's volume. So this is the only remote you need. It'll even turn the TV on or your AV receiver on and switch the inputs via CEC. It's got a built-in accelerometer and gyroscope, and it lasts for a full 3 months on a single charge with typical use. And when you need to recharge it, there's a lightning connector right on the bottom. Apple TV comes in two models, 32 gigabytes of flash storage for $149, 64 gigabytes for $199, and it joins the existing Apple TV at $69. Now in addition, we are really thrilled to announce that tvOS is available for developers today. And it's great because they can start creating apps right now, and they'll even have access to all of the new hardware today. Customers will be able to get the new Apple TV starting in October, and it'll be available in over 80 countries and 100 countries by the end of the year. And that is the new Apple TV, the foundation for the future of television. Touch, Siri, great content, and incredible apps. We think you're really going to love it. Thank you, and I'd like to turn it back to Tim.
This is the future of television coming now. Next up is iPhone. iPhone has been embraced by customers around the world, and it's growing by leaps and bounds, not only in the United States, but in all corners of the planet, from India to Turkey to Spain. In fact, at a worldwide level last quarter, iPhone grew at 3.5 times the rest of the industry. This is truly remarkable. And in China, it's even more incredible. iPhone grew a stunning 75% versus the rest of the industry in decline. iPhone 6 and iPhone 6 Plus have been truly amazing. It's been a phenomenal year. iPhone 6 is the most popular iPhone ever. In fact, these are the most popular phones in the world. But more important to us, they are the most loved phones in the world, with customer satisfaction literally off the charts and far above any other phone. Thank you. Now, so how do you follow a success like this? I've got that question a few times. I am thrilled to show you the newest iPhones.
Go right to a video.
Introducing the iPhone 6S and the iPhone 6S Plus. We are driven to innovate at Apple. You've seen that all morning. And no product is more about innovation than the iPhone. From the very start, the iPhone has been about bringing innovations that are really important in people's daily lives. And as a result, iPhone has changed the world. What we have to show you today is really awesome. And while they may look familiar, we have changed everything about these new iPhones. The team has worked incredibly hard to deliver new capabilities that are truly meaningful in our lives. The iPhones you are about to see are the most advanced iPhones ever. And in fact, they are the most advanced smartphones in the world. To walk you through them, I'd like to invite Phil back up to the stage. Phil?
I am truly honored to represent all of the incredible teams at Apple that worked so hard on this product and be the one to present them to you now, because these new iPhones are absolutely beautiful, the most incredible iPhones we've ever made. This is the brand new rose gold aluminum finish. And while it may look the same, this is an entirely new aluminum. It is an Apple custom alloy of 7000 series aluminum, the same alloys that are used in the aerospace industry. The new iPhone 6S comes in 4 metal finishes: silver, gold, space gray, and the new rose gold. And it comes in 2 sizes: the iPhone 6S with its 4.7-inch Retina display, and the 6S Plus with its 5.5-inch Retina display. And those displays are covered by a brand new glass that's the strongest in the industry. It's made with a dual ion exchange process, and they're incredibly durable. Perhaps the most profound feature iPhone has ever brought to the world is multi-touch. Right? Multi-touch has changed how we interact with our devices. It taught us about pinch and zoom and swipe. And it's truly a profound innovation. So our team's a brand new glass that's trying to imagine how you take multi-touch to the next generation and further deliver a new experience that's just as profound as the first multi-touch. And they've really done it. It's called 3D Touch. 3D Touch is a tremendous breakthrough in interacting with our devices. We have a great video to introduce it to you now.
With iPhone and multi-touch, we introduced a whole new way to interact with technology. Tapping, swiping, and pinching have forever changed the way we navigate and experience our digital world. Until now, these gestures have been defined by a singular plane in two-dimensional space. For iPhone 6S and 6S Plus, we're introducing an entirely new interaction and a whole new dimension to the way you experience your iPhone. It's made possible by a technology called 3D Touch. This is the next generation of multi-touch. For the first time, along with recognizing familiar gestures, iPhone also recognizes force, enabling new gestures, peek and pop. .3D Touch works on the home screen, giving you shortcuts to the things you do frequently. It also works inside applications themselves. Press lightly, and it gives you a peek at the content. Continue pressing, and it pops you into the content itself. Sensors embedded in the display read how hard you're pressing and react in a smooth, linear way. This is a dynamic system, deeply integrated into iOS 9. You can dip in and out of where you are without losing a sense of your context. It provides distinct, tactile feedback for your actions, letting you know exactly what you've done and what to expect. While the way that you use 3D Touch is simple, the engineering behind it is some of our most advanced. Sensors integrated into the backlight of the Retina HD display. With each press, these sensors measure microscopic changes in the distance between the cover glass and the backlight. These measurements are then combined with signals from the touch sensor and accelerometer to provide fast, accurate, and continuous response to finger pressure. For a truly communicative experience, we had to develop a more precise level of haptic feedback. While the vibrating system on a typical phone requires 10 or more oscillations to reach full power, the Taptic engine in iPhone 6S reaches peak output in just one cycle and stops just as quickly. This allows us to create shorter, more distinct feedback events, like a mini tap lasting just 10 milliseconds and a full tap which lasts 15 milliseconds. Perhaps more than any other system we've designed, 3D Touch is a clear example of how hardware and software developed together can work to define a singular experience. This is the next generation of multi-touch. It makes this iPhone the most advanced iPhone we have ever created.
This is unlike any experience you've ever seen in a smartphone, and it took the unique collaboration between our hardware, our software, and design teams to make an experience this profound and new. And now I'd like to give you your very first live demonstration of 3D Touch in action. And to do so, I'd like to invite up none other than our Senior Vice President of Software Engineering, Craig Federici, to give you a demo. Craig?
Hey, everybody. Well, I'm absolutely thrilled to give you this first look at 3D Touch live in action on the new iPhone. Let's take a look now. And we're going to start with something we do every day, and that's in mail. Now, in the past, in mail, if I had a message like this one at the top that I wanted to get a little bit better look at, I'd tap in like this. I might take a look and realize, no, this isn't something I want to deal with now. So I'd maybe bring up a sheet, mark it as unread, and go back. So I do a lot of in and out, in and out. Well, with 3D Touch, we don't need to do this anymore. So now I can just apply just a little bit of pressure like that and dive right into a message. Take a quick look, let go. I'm right back to where I started from. Now, sometimes I take a look at a message, I take that peek, get a good look at it, and realize I actually want to go deeper. So I press deeper, and I'm right in the message. I've popped in, and I can take a look just like always. Now, occasionally, I'll see a message like this. It looks like Dan Riccio says, check out my new Apple ride. Well, I've been hearing things about this on the internet, so I'm curious to see what we'll see here. I'll take a little peek, maybe make some news here today. Oh, exactly. Yeah, and so when I see a message like this, I might want to take action. Well, now I can just flick up and get to actions that easily. Or, for common actions, I can just slide to the side to mark something as read, or in this case, send it on its way to the trash. So, of course, Force Touch, or 3D Touch is integrated throughout the system and all the apps you use most. Let's take a look in Messages. Now, here, I've been having a conversation with a friend about an upcoming visit. Messages has spotted a time when she's coming into town. Well, now I can just peek on that time and see what's going on in my calendar, maybe even create an event. The phone also spotted that she sent me a flight number. Well, I can peek in on that. Look at that, I get details right on the incoming flight time. That's really convenient. Now, your friends often send you great ideas about what you guys might do together when they're in town. Here's a web link. And now I don't have to go to Safari. I can just peek in and take a look right here within Messages at that web page. And maybe that's something we won't be doing during this visit. So we can see that right inside of Messages. But now what's really great about 3D Touch is it lets me take action on apps without even having to open them. So I might want to call one of my favorites. Well, watch what happens. I can get to them right here directly from my home screen. Or maybe I want to listen to music like Beats One or a song from my favorite band. Well, I can do that right here. And sometimes you need to take that emergency selfie and you want to get directly to the selfie camera. Well, now you can. And when you want to preview those selfies to make sure you got the right shot, just peek in. You can slide right back and forth and see that you got the shot you were looking for. It's really handy. Now, when you're on the go with Maps, I can just peek in here, get directions right to home, or drop a pin to mark my location so I can find my car. And on locations on the map, I can just peek in like this, get more information on hours, directions, or even call. It's just so much more direct and natural than ever before. Now, 3D Touch also makes it easier to navigate across apps. So in the past, I would do this by double-clicking on my home button to get into multitasking. It's pretty cool. I can go, let's say, go into Messages. Well, now with 3D Touch, I can just apply a little bit of force on the edge and look what happens. Go right into my applications just like that. I can swipe across and pick an app. And if I want to go back to the previous app, in a single gesture, I can just swipe across between apps. It's totally epic. Now, we've been able to bring in some of our great third-party developers over the past couple of weeks to see what they could do with 3D Touch, and their feedback has been phenomenal. Dropbox makes it easier now, right from your home screen, to get at your recent documents or upload photos, search your Dropbox. On Facebook, I can update my status or check in right here from my home screen. With WeChat, I can take one of their site videos, just like this, and Instagram, now they've really gone to town. I can jump right in to my activity feed, and when I'm in here with these little picture thumbnails, well, of course, I can peek right in. If I want to favorite or like one, I can do it just like this. Or if there's a person I follow, and I want to see all of their photos, well, I can, of course, dive deeper and pop right in and take a look at these great images. It's just such a natural way to browse Instagram. And of course, they even made it play videos automatically. So no matter what you like to do with your phone, 3D Touch makes it better than ever. I think you're gonna love it. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Craig. So that's 3D Touch, and it transforms your experience with your iPhone. Inside your iPhone is the fastest chip we've ever built into a phone, the new A9 chip. Also our third generation 64-bit chip. It's built with a new transistor architecture. It means we can drive faster performance while being more energy efficient. And our software team has worked together with our chip team to enable it to be maximum performance for the kinds of tasks we do every day. And it delivers a big jump in performance. Compared to the A8, it is 70% faster at CPU tasks. And at graphics tasks, it's 90% faster. This is a big jump in performance. It's going to make using our phone so much faster and a lot more fun. So what can you do to have more fun with your iPhone with all this graphics performance? Well, to show you, I'd like to invite up the CEO and co-founder of Pixel Toys, Andy Wafer.
Thanks, Bill. I'm very proud to show you Warhammer 40,000 Freeblade running on the new iPhone. Not only does it show how revolutionary 3D Touch is going to be for gaming, but it shows the incredible performance leap made with the new A9 chip. For the first time in Freeblade, players are going to get to take command of an Imperial Knight, a massive 50-foot tall battle mech. In Freeblade, players touch to aim and shoot, but 3D Touch adds an entire new dimension to the gameplay experience. Now, players can press to smoothly zoom in or out, or press a little deeper to switch to a heavier weapon like this battle cannon, all without taking a finger off the screen. That's never been done before. We were also super excited to discover the incredible performance boost of these new devices. When we got our hands on them, we turned everything up to the max. We started by adding higher resolution textures. And then we added more particles. And then we realized we could do even more, so we kept going. We more than doubled the number of AI enemies. We added a huge number of additional destructible objects to the scene to create this more visceral, action-packed experience. We added a focus blur effect that's activated by the 3D Touch. We added full-screen bloom to beautifully flare the lights and the explosions. We added dynamic cinematic color grading to the entire scene to create this rich visual look. We never imagined we'd be able to get this intensity of action in the game. And then we added every single other effect we had. Lasers, tracers, fire, smoke, and even bigger explosions. With Metal and the A9 chip, we were amazed to find we could do all of these effects simultaneously in active gameplay, and all at a smooth 60 frames per second. And of course, Freeblade's only going to look and play like this with 3D Touch on the new iPhone. Freeblade's coming to the App Store this holiday season. Thank you, guys.
Well, if I don't know what shows that that is the most advanced chip ever in a smartphone, I don't know what does. I mean, 3D battle mechs, so much fun. So the A9 has an incredible CPU for performance. It has incredible graphics. And we've also, for the first time, built in our motion coprocessor, M9, directly into the chip. This is the coprocessor that helps keep track of things like our health and fitness data throughout the day. Really sassy. The new iPhone 6s includes a new second-generation Touch ID sensor. It's twice as fast, so it's so lightning quick now. When you touch it, you can't believe how quickly it recognizes your fingerprint. Perhaps the feature many of us love the most about our iPhones is the camera. It's an incredible camera. It helps keep track of things like our health and fitness data throughout the day. Really sassy. My customer, perhaps you've seen it. The new iPhone 6S includes a new second generation Touch ID sensor. It's twice as camera in iPhone 6S and 6S Plus. And customers are going to love taking photos with it because it's now an all new iSight camera. In fact, it's a 12 megapixel iSight camera. That's fit in detail in your photos. But as you know, many sensors, as you add pixels, you degrade image quality in important ways. And our team set a goal that we were not going to add pixels until we could do so without trading off the legendary image quality of the iSight camera. And they've done that. So how did we do it? Well, first let's talk about the sensor. Let's go inside. Here is the iSight camera sensor. It's got 50% more pixels, and with that, 50% more focus pixels, so its autofocus is even faster and more accurate. Now, typically, when you're taking a picture, the lights excite the photosensors, and as you pack the pixels closer together, there are artifacts. This is called crosstalk. You see the photodiodes there, and the colors bleeding between them. If they get too close, you get inaccurate color, you get noise in your images. There are a number of techniques our team has worked on to help reduce that, to maintain image quality. For example, we've taken the color filters that sit above the photodiodes and moved them down on top of it. That helps. In addition, we've got great technology called deep trench isolation. If you take one thing away today, you'll tell people, I learned about deep trench isolation. It separates the photodiodes and helps to maintain very accurate and precise color. Well, the reality is we don't need to know any of this. All we have to know is that we can take even better pictures with an iPhone 6S and 6S. As we do every time, we like to give our phones to great photographers to travel around the world and show us what can be done with these incredible iSight cameras. So the photos we're going to show you now were taken with iPhone 6S and 6S Plus, and they have not been retouched in any way. This is just as they come out of the iPhone. These were taken in Iceland. One of the things you see, as our goal was, fantastic color. The skin tones are really accurate. The depth of field is incredible. This is also taken in Iceland. This is Hershey Mountain. Guess how it got its name? Now, what's important in this is the sky is a beautiful, rich sky. It has no noise in it that you can see, which is one of the artifacts you would get as you pack pixels closer together. There's a beautiful picture of the Blue Lagoon in Iceland. You might have guessed that's a lagoon, but can you guess what this is? It's amazing, painterly. This is a photo taken from a plane down onto a river delta system. The level of detail with the 12 megapixel sensor is fantastic. Here's another detailed photo. This is a photo over Manhattan. Again, tremendous improvement in the incredible detail of these photographs. Here's a really tough one. This was taken in a ferry in New York. And it's challenged by the fact that both natural light and artificial light. Again, not retouched in any way, the iPhone 6S camera nails exposure and accurate color. It's beautiful. Here's a photo taken in Italy. The buildings are beautiful, and again, the sky rendered in very low noise. You get that beautiful salmon color just at sunset. Here's a photo taken in almost no light on a river in China. You can see incredible level of detail in the water despite there being almost no light. Here's a couple animal photos. Here's one of two East African crown cranes. Very cool. And last, this is a scarlet macaw. This is a bird with attitude. Its color is beautiful. The colors are exactly accurate. It nailed them. And as we zoom in, you can see the incredible level of detail and sharpness from that 12 megapixel sensor. Now with the bigger sensor, we can also take even bigger panoramas, and panoramas are loved by our customers. This is a 63 megapixel panorama photo. Let's zoom in and pan across it. Again, you see the accurate blue sky with low noise, You see incredible exposure across the scene, and you don't see any stitching lines. Just a beautiful photo. So the iPhone 6S and 6S Plus can take incredible photos better than ever before. Can also take amazing videos, HD videos, and now for the first time in an iPhone, 4K videos. So what's a 4K video? Well, when you shoot your video, you get a higher degree of detail. In every frame, there are 8 million pixels. It's an incredibly detailed video, and let me give you an example. We shot a video here. Again, this is directly out of an iPhone 6S. Now, what's truly remarkable is that video was shot on an iPhone 6S and edited in iMovie on that iPhone. So incredible to shoot and edit 4K videos directly on your iPhone. Along with the iSight camera, we have a new FaceTime camera. It's a 5-megapixel FaceTime HD camera. So you can take incredibly detailed selfies of you and your friends and their friends, and they'll all come out beautiful. As you know, on the back side with our iSight camera, we have a great flash, the best in the industry. It's called the True Tone flash. And it takes flash pictures by matching the ambient light and giving you a more accurate flash lighting color in your photos. We wanted to bring that technology to the front side for your FaceTime camera. And of course, we realized, well, wait a minute, we already have a beautiful big LED backlit display. So we're going to use the Retina display to be a Retina flash, in fact, one that matches the ambient lighting color and could be a True Tone flash to perfectly match your photos. And this took some amazing engineering from the team. Not only do we match the colors, but inside with the display chip, they've engineered it so that it will light up 3 times brighter when you need to use it for a flash. So in even very low light, you get incredible flash photos from your FaceTime camera. So that's the FaceTime and iSight cameras in the iPhone 6S and 6S Plus. And you're going to love taking photos with them. The one thing about the photos, if you look over time, the camera team has been doing remarkable work year after year. We're improving the lenses to be even more sharp and aligned and accurate. We've got incredible image processing that's faster and lower power, and on with great features, auto HDR, burst mode, panoramas, on. And they all are in service of delivering one thing, a beautiful picture. And what are pictures? They're these magical moments just frozen in time that we can keep forever and share with our family and friends. And with iPhone 6S and 6S Plus, you can now take even more stunning photos. But what if we could do something more? The team's come up with something truly brilliant. What if you could press with 3D touch on your photos and this happened? This is entirely new technology. It's called live photos. This is remarkable. We can take photos just as we're used to, like this beautiful panorama or beautiful outdoor scene, and then you press on it, and you see the waters ripple, reminding you of the moment you took the photo. Or you have a street scene, beautiful sunlight, you press on it, and the cars begin to move. And these live photos can have sound. When you go into your photo roll and you swipe across them, you see a little bit of a moment of vitality, a sense of how alive they are. It's a beautiful experience, unlike any other way of interacting with photos. So how do you take a live photo? Well, that's the amazing part. You don't do anything different. You just take a photo as you always have. And it's the same beautiful high resolution, now 12 megapixel photo. On top of the status bar, you see a new icon. Those 3 concentric circles lit up yellow. By default, it's on. You just take pictures, and now they're live photos. And when you're taking them, you get a small little indication that it's live, because it'll capture a second and a half on either side of the photo. These are still photos, they're not videos. They're 12 megapixel high quality still images with all the incredible effects you want on a photo. But we extend the capture moment just before and just after you took it. And we do it in a space efficient way so they don't take up much more room. And the teams have done an amazing job to support this across all of Apple's products. So you can watch live photos on OS X El Capitan, you can see them on your iPads, you can see them on your iPhones, and yes, you can see them on your Apple Watch. And with the new photo face, you can set a live photo as your watch face. So every time you raise your arm, it comes alive as it's telling you the time. This is amazing. Yes. We have so many developers that do an incredible job with photo support in their apps. We want to make sure they support live photos too. So we're creating new developer APIs. And we've been working with some developers, like Facebook. We'll be supporting live photos within the Facebook app on iOS this year. So that's the new camera system. We also have incredible advancements in our wireless as well. LTE has LTE Advanced, so it's twice as fast. And there are 23 bands of wireless LTE networking. That's the most in any smartphone. In fact, it makes iPhone unquestionably the best phone for traveling around the world. Wi-Fi is faster too. It's up to twice as fast. And of course, every iPhone 6S and 6S Plus runs iOS 9 and all the great features that we've talked about, from the new advancements in Siri to proactive assistance, the new News app, which is amazing for reading news on the go on your iPhone, the new Note, and of course, Transit and Maps. You've probably heard that more and more Android customers are switching to iPhones. And it's true. Who can blame them? So we want to help that. You're going to find a new app on the Android store from Apple that you can download to your Android phone. When you set up your iPhone, it'll make it easier to get all your important information over to your iPhone. It's the neighborly thing to do, right? Well, iPhone 6S and 6S Plus comes with some great accessories. There's some new charging docks that match the metal finishes of your iPhone. There's new leather covers in 5 beautiful new leather materials. There's new silicone covers in 11 new colors. In fact, one of them is in this great product red. So that's iPhone 6S and 6S Plus. Of course, as all Apple products are, they're made in the most environmentally friendly way possible. Mercury-free LED display glass. Come on, you can say it with me. Arsenic-free displays, BFR-free, beryllium-free, PVC-free, and of course, highly recyclable aluminum and glass. Tim told you, these are our most advanced phones ever. In fact, the most advanced phones in the world. Just look at everything embodied in these new phones. The new 3D touch experience, transforming how we interact with our phones. The strongest material yet, our 7000 series aluminum, strongest cover glass in the industry. Our new 64-bit, 3rd generation A9 chip. Our 2nd generation Touch ID, twice as fast. Faster LTE, twice as fast. Faster Wi-Fi, twice as fast. Our new 12 megapixel iSight camera with 4K video editing. New 5 megapixel FaceTime HD camera. Retina flash on the front side so you can take FaceTime pictures in low light. And of course, I think you're going to love this feature when you get to use it, live photos. So what's new iPhone's going to cost? Well, let's bring back the previous generation and start with that. iPhone 6 and iPhone 6 Plus, which have been huge hits around the world, were priced this way, starting at $199 on iPhone 6 and $299 on iPhone 6 Plus. And this is typical carrier contracts, 24-month carrier contracts. We're very proud to tell you the new iPhone 6S, new 6S Plus will come in at the exact same prices and same configurations. And now this is how our lineup will look. iPhone 5S moves down to become the entry-level iPhone, available on 24-month contracts for free. iPhone 6 and 6 Plus are going to be $100 less expensive. We think there are a lot of customers that are going to be very excited about this. And the 6S and 6S Plus take their place at the top end of the line. Now, as we know, many customers now are not buying their phones on a 24-month contract. They're instead buying them with installment plans. So here's typical installment plans for these new phones. As you can see, and they will vary by carrier, prices begin as low as $19 a month and go up to $31 a month. So the simple truth is, on an installment plan, we have one other set of pricing to tell you about for iPhone, and that is a great program starting in our Apple retail stores, starting first here in the US and then growing around the world. It's a program called the iPhone Upgrade Program. So if you're like me and you'd like to have a new iPhone every single year, this is the best way to do that. With the iPhone Upgrade Program, you can get a new iPhone every year. When you get it, you choose your carrier. It is an unlocked phone. It includes the AppleCare Plus program, and it starts at just $32 a month. And again, it's a 24-month installment, but you can get a new iPhone every single year. So when can you get the new iPhone 6? And then it'll be available in just 2 weeks, September 25th. In the following countries: Australia, Canada, China, France, Germany, Hong Kong, Japan, New Zealand, Puerto Rico, Singapore, the United Kingdom, and of course the United States. By the end of this year, we'll have rolled out iPhones 6S and 6S Plus in over 130 countries with over 400 carrier partners. We're also going to want to run iOS 9 on all of our devices. So I'm very happy to tell you that it will become available just next week on September 16th. With iOS, of course, you want to have your iCloud account supporting all that awesome capability. It comes with 5 gigs for free with each account, but we have some new pricing if you want to upgrade to more capacity. So we want to make sure you knew about that. The capacity for iCloud now is 50 gigabytes for just 99 cents a month, 200 gigabytes for $2.99, and a full terabyte for $9.99 a month. That's half the price of previously. So that is all the great news on the new iPhones. Back to Tim.
These new iPhones are truly the most advanced iPhones we've ever created. And we're so proud of them. We want to tell the world about them. And to do that, we've made an ad. I'd love to show it to you.
This is iPhone 6S. Not much has changed, except it responds to the pressure of your finger. So you can peek into stuff. And pop stuff open, which changes how you play a song. Read a text. Read an email. Read the news. Wait, you read the news?
Yep.
Of course you do. Now you can change apps like this. Pay at more places like this. And the new color looks like this. It's rose gold. It's awesome. And Siri is more helpful than ever.
Hey Siri, show me photos of tortellini.
Here are some images of tortellini. Maybe get takeout? The camera shoots 4K video now, which changes how your movies look. Nice. Even selfies have changed. Now your screen is the flash. That's gonna get like 1 million likes.
Thanks.
Actually, photos themselves have changed. They move now. You just touch them. So yeah, that's what's changed.
Gonna be giving away a $5 iTunes card shortly. So
I love that ad. Huge morning for us. All new models and new bands for the Apple Watch, with watchOS 2 bringing incredible capabilities and native apps right to your wrist. An all-new, bigger and more powerful iPad, the most powerful we've ever created, the iPad Pro. The future of television, Apple TV. And the most advanced iPhones we've ever created, and the most advanced in the world, iPhone 6S and iPhone 6S Plus. We've got two great hands-on experiences for you today to look at all of these amazing products. Make sure that you go to both of them. They're quite different, and you'll miss something if you don't go to both. I'd like to take a minute and recognize everyone. All the great things you've seen this morning. Please stand up. I am applauding you. It is such a privilege to work with this team that commit themselves to doing the best work of their lives to make other people's lives better. Now, before we go, since we're in a legendary music venue, we thought it would be only appropriate to close with a sensational music act. We have one of my absolute favorite bands here. They're wrapping up a successful world tour that included 43 countries. They have an incredible 5 platinum singles on their latest album. But more importantly, they are great people and their music is absolutely amazing. Please join me in welcoming One Republic.
Okay, so while One Republic does their thing, there's a code below for a for a $5 iTunes card. That is below. Do you guys want to continue to watch One Republic? I'll bring them up a little bit. And that's it, guys. That's the end of the event. It was broadcasted for you. Get it for from freeappsfast.com. I got one more gift card I can give away at some point, which I'll load in a little bit. So freeappsfast.com was created by the same guy who makes iCrack Your iDevice. His name's Tanner. He's awesome. He's bringing you this broadcast for free today. So freeappsfast.com. You download apps for free. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. That's the end of the event. How many of you missed the beginning? How many of you just tuned in for like the last hour or so? Because I'll do a nice little recap. And then, yeah. So I only got one more card for you guys. All right. So to wrap up everything that just happened from this 2-hour Apple event, let's see. No, it's still going. Still going. All right, so to wrap up everything, they announced the iPad Pro, which is a gigantic screen. It's pretty much 2 iPad minis together. It's 12.9 inches, 5.6 million pixels on the screen, has an 8 megapixel camera, has up to 500 megabytes per second LTE, A9X chip, broadcasts everything at 60 frames per second, has 10-hour battery life, 4 speakers in it that apparently adjust from how you're holding it. It's available in November, starts at $799. The LTE ones go up to like $30. And yeah, has an Apple. It doesn't come with an Apple Pencil, but they have an Apple Pencil, which is $99, and they showed it off. It's pretty okay. It's pretty okay. I don't know. iPad Pro's not for me, so maybe it's for you guys. And it's going to be available in October, and the TV OS for app developers is available today. So that's cool. You guys can, if any of you are developers in there, you can check that out. And finally, recapping the iPhone 6S and 6S Plus, almost pretty much Force Touch. They said Force Touch a few times, but Force Touch is now on the Apple Watch, and iPad Pro have some config they didn't mention. Maybe if they do some Final Cut Pro X on there, but other than that, I don't know what else you would do with it, other than, yeah. So yeah, iOS 9 is coming out September 16th, guys. So So yeah, iOS 9 is going to be next week, which means a Gold Master will be at some point soon, hopefully this week. Very interesting. Very interesting. So that's really it. That's really all they announced. I like how it condensed that for you guys. So yeah, when will these be available to be purchased? Oh, the new iPhones, you can pre-order them September 12th, so on Saturday, and they will launch on the 25th. So you order them next Saturday, and it launches 2 weeks from Friday. So that is that.
Alright guys, well that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching my stream. Appreciate you guys so very much. Thank you guys all. Just leave a like and then maybe a comment after the video if you want to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope all you Apple fans have gotten everything that you wanted this today. So it's quite a good bit of different things up there. So, and for more tech and gaming, Magic Tech Review. All right. So you guys have a great one. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one.